Let's bring them on, ladies and gentlemen. All right, made some adjustments on the fueling. Wasn't looking too good. Right around the 3-volt range, from 3 volts. 4 volts up top, it looked pretty good, but I still threw maybe 2% more fuel above 3 volts. PSI, I think that's part throttle. 0.82 lambs. Let's clear that. Let's go across here. Get over this bump. PSI again. Everything looks good. I'll do one more pull, go back to the house, look at the data. So the point of this is just trying to get this fuel, part throttle fuel, within 5% of what the ECU is commanding. ECU is commanding 0.781 at part throttle, and I want to see it consistently through the mass airflow voltage range. Not bad, got as high as 0.83. That was 6.70, so I had to feather it. You probably heard it spin and me hit the rev limiter. I hope I'm recording all this. Nope, wasn't even recording. Stupid me. Is make sure you have the data log on. So I did those freaking 3 pulls. Didn't even have the damn data logger on. I really kind of just rolled into that one right there. The other way you can do this is for automatic. I can put the car in second. It'll hold a gear in second. And if I really want to see where my fueling is at each mass airflow point, throw it in second, take the car up to, say, 2.5 volts, let it stay there for like 10-15 seconds, go up to 3 volts on the mass airflow, let the car just stay there, ride it out, and just keep going up and up and up until I would probably hit, my rev limiter, or as high as I feel comfortable revving it. And that's actually a better way of testing that fueling error, or dialing in your fueling. It's just so hard right now with this freaking car not to lay into it. I'm trying to take it easy with it, but every time I see open road, I want to lay into it. And then I'll actually make a 1-click adjustment on the dampening. I'll increase it in the rear, and I'll loosen it in the front. All right, let me see if I can get this on camera. So I want to make this firmer. So the only thing I have to do is turn this to the right. Just 1 click. That's one click. And what I'll do is once I find that sweet spot, I'll just find any line on here, mark it with a white marker, and have it pointed to some place. And that would be like my pool setting, street setting, or whatever. And then when I want to make it softer, I'll point it, get it to where I want it, adjust it, mark it some other place, and that will be my street setting. And so whenever I'm ready to like do some kind of pull something, only thing I do is just come back, find that line, and put it right back on that line. I'll do the other side, and we'll go make a pull. And if it's sitting too much, then I'll firm it up some more. And you just kind of do this dance with this until you find that sweet spot for application, I guess. So, at the track, street, whatever. So you just find a sweet spot for the condition. Funny thing, so I went to go adjust the other side. So this is just really one click from being totally firm after I made this initial adjustment. I went to the other side, and the other side was 3 clicks away from being totally soft. So I kind of had them opposite. So I had this side firm and the other side soft. So I'm gonna get this back to my original setting, which was 3 clicks away from totally firm. 1, 2, 3. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3. That's totally firm. 1, 2, 3. And I'll go back and do the other side and see how it rides with both of them with the equal amount of dampening. So the problem, it's kind of funny because the rear end settings were totally different on the driver and passenger side. One side was firm, the other side was soft. We'll see how these needles react with a better setting. Made sure my data log was going. So right now, all these are basically from rolls. Can't say it's 9 psi. I can't say that felt good. Actually, that felt pretty good, real good. It's not bottoming out on that little rubber snub anymore. So I can feel the firmness. I didn't chirp the tires. Well, kind of two things. I rolled into it, and then it didn't bottom out on that that P. Let me turn this. Here's a test of all tests. Me getting the suspension right. Let me turn on the controller, the boost controller. I'm not going to hit it right here. I'm going to wait till I get the car braking for a second. Feeling look good. I was dipping into the 0.7s on that. So that's good. My little adjustments seem to be working fine. My fuel system is up to the task of me requesting more fuel, and it's giving me more fuel. But this is going to be a test right here. This is going to be a test with these tires. It didn't spin it. Let me turn this off. It's 10.6. That was impressive though. 10.6. It chirped a little bit, but I say that's a hook. So firming it up in the bag definitely made a difference on helping these tires plant. Kind of curious to see what that data looks like for that 10.5 pound hit. It's real quick. And then when I thought the tires were going to break, I kind of feathered it a little bit. It did hit the rev limiter. But it didn't totally blow the tires out, which last time I had the controller set, it blew the tires out. I think the quad throttle is dialed in. I think what I'll do next, probably tonight, is work on the lower voltage. From that transition from stop to throttle, there's like a hesitation there. And I've glanced up a couple of times, and when it does that, it goes very rich. So I gotta find that exact data point and probably take some fuel out of it right there. It's there. This part throttle is there now. It's definitely there. All right, so man, this has been a fun video. Figured out my rear suspension settings was jacked up, my front was jacked up, but you guys got me under the car, and I was able to figure out what's going on. I think the car will hook a little bit better. So I appreciate y'all, really do. I don't know how the weather's going to be this Sunday, but if the weather's good, we're going to the track with this, and we are going to do some wild throttle pulls, make some adjustments with the fueling if we have to. But this is starting to get fun now. You know, beginning of this year, it was just all about the damn headers blowing and being stressed out about that. I'm feeling more comfortable with the car. I'm pushing the car a little bit more, and oh man, I messed up my jogging pants. So this is where the time to have fun with the car really begins. So subscribe to the channel, follow along with the fun, and I appreciate y'all time.